Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Yes, I know, we just did a video on Homeworld 3 in the new co-op mode called War Games, and we had a lot of fun with that. But we're not done with Homeworld yet, because at the time that I am releasing this video, you'll have a couple of days left to claim this game for free from the Epic Games Store, and honestly, this game is worth your attention. This game is a prologue to the events of Homeworld 1 before the Higaran people have discovered the hyperdrive device that will give them access to the stars. In fact, that's the entire purpose of the campaign. This game did a pretty good job of taking a lot of the features and mechanics of Homeworld 1 and 2 in 3D space and then repurposing them for ground combat in a very compelling way. Let's go ahead and jump into a quick skirmish and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. There are 4 different factions you can choose from. We're going to go ahead and play as the Coalition since this is the classic faction. I'll add on a quick Gaussian AI. We'll make this a hard difficulty and we're just going to do a quick duel on the Kalash Teeth map. And here we go with our mobile carrier. Let's go ahead and use our salvagers to start gathering up some construction units and build a couple more salvagers because there is a second resource in this game called resource units. And you ultimately need lots of construction units for, well, pretty much everything, and resource units for the high-tech units or any research you want to do for upgrades. But I'm not too worried about that right now. Let's just go ahead and get our economy up and running. Once we have a little bit of extra resources to work with, we need to get ourselves a light assault vehicle fabrication module, because just like with Homeworld 1 and 2, your mothership is going to need modules in order to unlock the different types of vehicles you can construct, and there are quite a few in this game. So we have basic vehicles, which are kind of like your strike craft. These light attack vehicles are really intended to close gaps and take out slow-moving targets really quickly. Then you have your heavy vehicles, which include armor assault vehicles, which counter the light vehicles. You have railguns, which counter the armored assault, and you have missile batteries, which can target air units. Speaking of air units, that is also a thing: strike fighters, bombers, and gunships. And then finally, cruisers. Support cruisers being the most useful because they can repair your units, which is always important, and they function as a resource drop-off point if you want to expand to additional resources. That's nice. But then you also have battle cruisers, assault cruisers, artillery cruisers, all pretty cool. I'm hoping to end this game before we even need to worry about that, but we will see. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is start getting some of these AAV fabrications. I know that the enemy is going to want to harass me on hard difficulty pretty soon, and they're going to be sending a lot of light attack vehicles. If I can have some of these tanks in position, we should be able to counter them pretty effectively, and then I'll move on to things like these railguns. We can also research the lav armor, which is going to give me a slight edge when we try to counter them with my own light attack vehicles, because that's going to happen literally any second now, and the AI does get a slight advantage, I believe, for resource production, which kind of sucks, but I mean, you know, fair enough. We are, by the way, at our capacity for our fleet, so we need to place down a logistics module. I'll toss one down right over here, I guess, something like this. Poof, there we go. All right, so now, once this is done in just a few seconds, we'll be able to start building up some additional armored assault vehicles. It's kind of like placing down houses. You know, you got to boost up your population somehow. There we go. All right, so a couple of those tanks are on the way. The other fun thing you can do with these mobile carriers is you do have power that you can send to different systems, like armor, repair systems, turrets, and also range for sensors. I'm going to turn on the turret network because here comes the enemy, and I want to be able to start shooting them. So here they are attacking me. We're going to go ahead and counter them before they can hit my resources, hopefully, and my tanks should be able to do some damage. So if they want to waste their resources and attack me where I am the strongest, fine. I am not going to try to dissuade them. With some extra resources, I am going to try getting myself an extra support cruiser because I do want to start getting some extra, 1, repairs, and 2, more resources. So if you zoom out over here, you can see our sensor range, which is great, and we can also see these wreck bulkheads. If you can break open these, they have a lot of extra resources available. So if you want to have one of those support cruisers parked right here, more salvagers means more resources, means more production, means you just start obliterating everyone in sight. At least such is the idea. All right, here comes that support cruiser I was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and, well, for now, let's just go ahead and repair, because I expect we're going to get attacked in a second. But as soon as the next wave is dealt with, and here they come, we'll go ahead and move while I get some of these extra salvagers up and running. We'll need 4 of them in total. That's an extra tank, so we'll use these to take these guys down. Now, terrain does matter in this game. Yeah, everything is a desert, but the dunes do give you a nice height advantage. So if you can park some units on the dunes, for example, you can start raining death on your enemy with a nice little boost, and they may or may not be able to even hit you. All right, that actually did deal with their entire wave. Let's get these guys repaired. start moving with the support cruiser over there, and the extra salvagers are going to head over this direction as well. We want to toss down a demolition charge, which is going to crack this thing open. Let's also start researching the railgun fabrication. I know that I'm going to want those to counter when they start placing down their own armored assault vehicles, because the AI does love those. All right, so those are the resources I was promising you. Let's go ahead and grab some of these, place a support cruiser nearby so they can drop off their resources, and there we go. If we have cracked into that before the enemy did, and it looks like we did, then in theory, I've now got the resource advantage. So if we can keep snowballing this right now, we will be able to beat the enemy. Railgun fabrication should be done right about now. Perfect. So let's go ahead and, we're at our capacity. Let's go ahead and place down more of these logistics modules and get ourselves at least 2 or 3 railguns. I like these things a lot. They are pretty darn effective. The only problem with the railguns is they're extremely vulnerable to light attack vehicles because they are slow. These guys can close the distance and shred them very, very quickly. So you have to protect these in the back line. Let's see, we could get ourselves some extra speed for my light assault vehicles. I could see that being pretty helpful. Speaking of which, let's get ourselves at least a couple more trained up. Never mind, we need more of these logistics modules because, of course we do. There we go. All right, can never have enough of those light assault vehicles. Pretty soon, I want to try to harass the enemy if I can. But I do want to have enough numbers that I feel pretty comfortable in being able to do that. There they are, by the way. Now, you might have noticed there's some little dotted lines over these dunes, and that represents that we don't actually have vision of these guys, at least not yet. So they can use the dunes to kind of sneak up around on top of me. I know they're there, but I can't shoot them. That's where having the dune is a really good advantage. Now, for some reason, they're being idiots, and they're just trickling in and letting me kill them. This seems to be a small pathing issue. I have never seen this before. Okay. Well, I'm not going to complain about that. Let's go ahead and get the, assault cruiser fabrication. I mean, yeah, or maybe a battle cruiser. These are really stupidly expensive, but sure, why not? Let's just go ahead and get a giant freaking battle cruiser. That'd be fun. Oh, the enemy is attacking over here. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and send my railguns. We have a range advantage, so we should be able to hit these guys pretty hard. Oh, yeah, never mind. I didn't even have to close the gap. Get enough railguns together, and yeah, you can snipe the enemy down before they can do much of anything. It's pretty hilarious. Whoop, and there they are again. They sent more railguns. Hard difficulty AI indeed. These guys are so dead. Boom, bye, buddy. I'm gonna give myself an extra support cruiser to attach to my forces over here because having the repairs is going to be nice. Boosting up my carrier production means we can actually start building a lot more stuff. I like that. So we'll go ahead and move you over here. So what's it gonna take in order to get myself one of them battle cruisers? 800 resources, construction units I should say, and 225 resource units. Yikes. Hey, a little assault railgun over here. No, I don't like that. Die. Yeah, they're trying to do another flanking maneuver over here with some assault ships and stuff. I'm not going to let them get away with that, not at all. Let's go ahead and make sure we build 2 of these battle cruisers, and with those, I mean, we could definitely go for the kill and try to end this now. We could have done this a while ago, but I'm still hoping we can do this. Whoa, how'd you guys sneak these guys up around over here? How'd you do that? I don't know, but I don't like it. Well, however they did it, they're dead now, so I'll say that's good. Yeah, the resource advantage is working out great for me. They still haven't managed to do anything here. Hello, that is aircraft. Crud. Okay, I need to get some missile batteries because I do not have anything that can counter against the air. They are going to be able to start shredding me here. That's a problem. That said, we at least do have a battle cruiser ready, so if we can just repair a little bit, we should be good to go. Would not be a bad idea to get myself a couple of missile batteries just so we'll have protection from something like that happening again. I'd rather not get unnecessarily shredded, you know? All right, let's go ahead and make our push at this point. We might be able to go for the kill and try to end this right about now. I know the enemy is hiding some units up over here. They keep doing that because I think they're trying to intercept me before I go for more resources, but joke's on you. I don't care about that. I'm going for the dang kill. Whoop, okay, hang on, never mind. They are going down over here, and they are going to do a lot of damage. Crud. Let's try to take some of these guys out. Do I think I'm going to lose any of these things? Yeah, maybe. Let's go ahead and try to retreat over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to save this or not. Kind of depends. The railguns are certainly going to try, and they've got some really long range, which is great. There we go. Oh, yeah, that worked out fantastically. All right, we're good. Whoa, they've got some bombers coming in, but I have missile batteries nearby. And we are able to start shooting them, but they're going to try to destroy this over here, and honestly, they will probably succeed. You know what? Fine. If you're going to waste your bombers on trying to take out my resources, I say we go for the kill. Let's just go ahead and start making our push. Still think that that's the right call. Let's see, they've actually got some resources going on over here. Let's see if we can take out some of these salvagers. And you guys are going to get up on top of the dune. Railguns, you go ahead and pretty much hit anything that's going to be in range. Support cruiser to repair. Battle cruisers, go for the kill. Try to take out their carrier if you can. So yeah, we're now starting to hit their resources. Whoa, the bombs did a lot of damage though. Holy crud. All right, that hurt. Wow, yep. I mean, to be expected, I suppose. Let's go for the kill. Screw it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Take him out. Take him out. I only care about taking down their cruiser and any additional production capabilities that they've got. Battle cruisers, why are you guys not moving forward and doing damage to their cruiser? Answer, I do not know, but at least we are definitely hitting their resource production capabilities, so that's gonna hurt. You should now be able to start hitting. There we go, big honkin' heavy cannons. Oh yeah, you can try to run, carrier, but that ain't gonna work for you. Now he's very, very dead. All right. So against a hard AI, that actually worked out pretty darn well. Overall, that took just under 15 minutes to win the game. Big reason that worked for me is because I went for extra resources, though you can see we have a glut of extra right now. So technically, I didn't even play this very effectively. Still, if you've ever played Homeworld 1 and 2, you can kind of see the similarities in the gameplay. Even though you're not playing in 3D space, same kind of idea. It looks like the enemy actually was able to collect a lot more resources than I do. They just weren't very effective because they kept trickling units to try and harass me, which would have been a very effective strategy, but since the carrier can be an effective static defense, it didn't really go anywhere for them, so that was a big whiff on their part. All right, before we end this video, let's go ahead and jump into the campaign a little bit. I want to show you guys some of the awesomeness that is the story mode in this game, because the level design in Deserts of Kharak is actually pretty darn good, in my opinion, and the story was pretty engaging. I actually thought this was a really good addition into the Homeworld franchise. Some pretty good artwork involved in all this as well. I always liked this. The story follows Rachel Sajet, a research scientist who is going to try to discover the anomaly that, if you've ever played Homeworld 1, we all know is the hyperdrive that we are looking for. And the backstory is the deserts on Kharak are continuing to expand. Apparently they aren't, like, universal on the planet, but it is growing and it is threatening everyone's lives. And the planet itself is at war from various different factions. The hope is that the anomaly, again, that hyperdrive, is going to be the salvation for our people. And it is, but Rachel doesn't know that, and it's going to be a long campaign to try and find the dang thing because everyone is trying to stop us. So, moving on into the deep desert, let's go ahead and take Rachel Sajet, and it sounds like we are trying to identify some sort of a target. Let's explore the area and see if we can find it. Searching for the Kalash. Okay. Oh, looks like we may have finally found something. Okay, there are a fair number of cutscenes in the campaign, but they're honestly pretty well done, so I don't mind being interrupted as long as I got some eye candy. Looks like we may have found some sort of a weird derelict crashed ship. Well, now that's interesting. Huh, alrighty. Well, while we are here, I guess we can go ahead and deploy a handful of scanners, which will allow us to gather some more data, and I see a lot of resources, so as soon as our carrier arrives, we should be able to gather up a fair bit. Which, speaking of which, there it is, the Kapisi is on the way. Now, while we are setting up a base in this area, one thing I want to point out is you actually do get to keep your fleet of ships in between episodes. So, kind of like with Homeworld 1 and 2, having a large, diverse fleet that can take on multiple missions is always a huge advantage. It's worth sitting around and trying to build that up. Okay, let's see. We need to start exploring for more wreckage from this ship, but it looks like there are some tornadoes that are spawning in the deserts over here, which is going to be very dangerous for us. Okay, well, Rachel, I think you can probably handle it. Let's go look for some wreckage and set up some more scanners. The real question is, are there going to be any hostile forces over here that want to stop me? And let's be honest, the answer is almost certainly going to be yes. I mean, they're not going to just make things easy on me, no way. I'm trying to look for any signs of wreckage. The desert is hiding whatever's in here pretty darn effectively. Really don't want this sand tornado coming by. This looks great, by the way. I don't remember this game actually looking so beautiful, but it actually looks pretty fantastic. Aha, finally. All right, we've got ourselves some wreckage over here. That was kind of hard to find. Let's go ahead and place down one of these scanners and find out what else is going on over here. Nope, looks like we're moving on into another cutscene. This is either really good or really bad. Okay, looks like there might be some enemies scouting the desert over here. Right, cool. We're gonna be fighting them pretty soon, I'm sure of it. Yep, they are in fact trying to take me down. All right, hold on. Rachel, get back over here because they're trying to attack my scanner network. We're going to need to set down some turrets or something here pretty soon. I'm going to send some reinforcements, but I'm not sure how much good that's going to do me. Let's get myself another one of those base runners so I can try to hit multiple points at the same time. But yeah, Rachel may not be able to hold these guys off on her own. Oh gosh, and here comes a bunch more reinforcements too. Right. This is good. All right, tell you what. Rachel, get up over here and get ready to deploy some scanners. Whoa, camera got a little bit crazy over there. And then, let's take the extra base runner. Where are you? There you are. Take you, and we'll also move this direction, find some of the wreckage. And this base runner can place down a turret, so I can get some sort of static defense. And the game is saying there's no way I can respond to this many attacks this quickly, and I don't disagree. What we can probably do is get ourselves the fighter fabrication. And the aircraft are going to be far more effective at responding to these threats. Now we can start fabricating some strike fighters. All right, even a couple of these should give me some rapid response. That's what I'm looking for. Base runner, you start scouting. See if you can find that dang wreckage, and we'll set up some defense turrets as well. Ah, gosh dang it, here comes another force. What is this? A production cruiser. Oh, well now I know where they're freaking coming from. Okay, hang on, let's go knock that sucker out. Better yet, we'll use the aircraft and let those interceptors go and do some of that work, because they're great at things like that. Launch! Go! There we go, that's what I'm looking for. All right, these guys should be a little bit easier to deal with now. Never mind, they're attacking my sensor again. Gosh dang it! Find the other wreckage site. Oh, finally we did. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and deploy that scanner I was talking about. The enemy will definitely be trying to attack me. Let's also set up a couple of turrets if possible. Shouldn't be a problem, to be honest. We do have plenty of resources, so as long as our cooldown ends a little bit faster, we can go ahead and place more of these down. So that's another scanner taken care of. Just need to arrive over here as well. Let's place down a turret and also a scanner right here, I guess. Oh, look at these tanks go flying over the dunes. Oh, the physics of that's always been hilarious. These guys really are going full tilt. Okay, we have scanners at all three of these targets. Looks like a tornado might be ripping through the enemy over here. Well, that's very lucky. Okay. Now I have to just defend these locations for a bit, and of course they're going to try to attack me over here. All right, base runner, run! So how effective are these turrets? Oh wow, answer is pretty good. Whatever they sent after me did not last very long. Nice. 97%, 98%, 99%. Come on, we've almost got it. Now we have to destroy the remaining forces. Cool. First I gotta find the dang things. Easier said than done in this disgusting desert. I do love it when they just kind of show up on the map like this, though, and I can go ahead and launch some airstrikes. These guys aren't going to know what hits them. All right, go, guys. Go. We can actually control these guys even when they are in the air, like regular units. That said, I shouldn't need to. We've already targeted these guys. They can't fight back unless they got a missile boat that I'm not aware of, but I don't think so. So, pew, 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 pew. There we go. Okay. I mean, could have been better. These guys have to go and refuel and rearm and stuff. So realistically, what's left, we're just hunting down whatever is hiding on the map. Looks like there's some signal as to what's going on over here. All right, tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and preemptively scramble my fighters in this general area. Try to weaken them as much as we can. Light vehicles, you're going a little bit too far ahead. Please don't do that, thank you. I'd rather not lose all of you in the first wave. That would suck. All right, let's see what we got over here. And there they are. All right, plus an extra one of those production cruisers. Well, we found them. Take out a lot of those light vehicles, and in theory, we should be able to clear this out. There we go, that takes care of that one, and sure enough, that was the remaining forces. Okay. Ooh, and we barely had enough time to rebuild my entire fleet. Okay, all the light attack vehicles we lost are back, and that should complete the mission. And all the missions end up being different. Sometimes you have to defend a particular point, other times you're moseying through a canyon where all your sensors are scrambled. In this case, gather some key scanning data from a weird derelict ship. There we go, so this would allow me to move on to the next one, which is the Kalash wreck over here with another attack on the way. Still, I think there's only 13 missions in this game. That is perhaps the one big downside to Deserts of Kharak. Only 13 missions just doesn't feel like enough. You want a lot more, and unfortunately, even the DLC did not introduce anything new, so that's all you're gonna get. But, at the end of the day, it's a solid prologue for the events of Homeworld 1, and it was the best Homeworld game we were gonna have for a very long time. But of course now, with Homeworld 3 on the horizon, well, this game is kind of peanuts compared to the much larger galaxy. Still, it is worth playing and giving it a go. I certainly have had a lot of fun with it. And again, right now, it's free on the Epic Games Store, so why the heck not? Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.